Hey guys, so I'm going to be filming a tutorial, or doing a tutorial, for this look that I'm wearing right now. I just kind of threw this together yesterday, and really liked the way it looked and wanted to show you guys how to do it. Sorry I sound disgusting right now, which is part of the reason why I'm doing a voiceover for my video, because I just don't have, I keep losing my voice, it keeps going in and out. As you can hear, I'm getting over some kind of a virus and had a fever and was not feeling good for the past couple of days, and I'm getting there, but I just have all this congestion and just a bad cough, so that's why I sound the way I do right now, so bear with me. But I wanted to kind of do somewhat of a full look. I'm already in the video, I'm already wearing my foundation that I put on this morning and a little leftover mascara that I didn't completely like scrub off with my makeup wipe before filming, so you'll notice that I have some mascara on my lashes, and then my foundation's already on. I just kind of touch up. I have to do my under eye concealer and then a little powder to set everything together, and I show you kind of filling in my eyebrows again. I had already done them this morning quickly, but I went ahead and spent a little bit more time filling them in and defining them with my Anastasia brow Whiz, so I wanted to show you guys that as well. And then I also did my lips and then my cheeks, but I didn't do any contouring today at all, no bronzer, nothing, just kept it really simple with a nice little pink blush on the cheeks. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and if you are curious about how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with my Maybelline Color Tattoo Base and Barely Branded. And I'm also going to be using my NYX Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil. You don't have to use both of those. You can just use the Milk as your base and to highlight the inner corner, which is what I'm going to do next. Or you can use just the Barely Branded. It's totally up to you. I just like to use both for this look, just to kind of make sure that inner corner is nice and highlighted. And it just helps the shadows to stick as well. When I put the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil along my lower lash line as well, which is what I'm about to do now. And what you want to do is just focus it on the inner corner and see how I'm bringing it down on that lower lash line right under the lashes all the way to the outer corner. And then I'm going to take my finger and just kind of pat it and just kind of blend it nice and lightly into the lower lash line and the inner corner. And I'm sorry, but my voice is pretty much gone right now. I was hoping that later I would have more of a voice when I did my voiceover for this, so I apologize for that. But again, yes, I'm just blending here with my finger, just so it doesn't look as crazy, and just so that the shadows will go on smoother. Now I'm taking the color Sun by Stila, which is just an eyeshadow there. And I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush and putting this in my crease. This is going to serve as my transition color, and I like that it's really warm because it's got like an orange undertone. It's really soft. It's soft enough to be a good transition color. It's not too harsh. It blends really beautifully, and I just think it's a really pretty warm color for summer. I think you can wear this color anytime as a transition color, but I think especially for summer, it's just perfect and appropriate. So I'm just completely blending that all the way into my crease and to the outer corner. And now I'm going into my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette in the color Cocoa Puff. It's kind of a reddish brown tone. And I'm taking my Real Techniques Domed Shadow Brush, and I'm going to be focusing this color on the outer corner. But this is not like a super defined cat eye kind of a look with the shadow. Sometimes I like my outer V to be more defined, but for this look, it's just going to be really blended. So I'm just kind of going in a circular motion and blending that all together, and going back with the same fluffy brush we used earlier for the color Sun, and just blending those colors together so they look more seamless. And the same thing for the other eye, just focusing that Cocoa Puff color on the outer portion of the eye and blending and carrying that into the crease where we put Sun, our transition color. Excuse me. I'm trying to drink some water right now so my voice will survive. And now I'm going to go and line my upper lash line with my Maybelline Precise Precision something liner. It's the felt tip pen. I haven't used this in a while, but I really love it. It's really great at making it really precise, and it's not super liquidy, so it's easier to control when you're applying the liner. So, and I'm just carefully kind of lightly applying that to the inner corner of the eye, because you want the liner to go all the way in. Unless you're trying to kind of open the eye up a little bit more, you might want to focus the liner on the outer third of the eye, but you want to make sure that it's kind of blended and like not looking like here's where the line started and here's where it stopped. And I'm just going to go on the other eye, and I'm just doing like a little cat eye with the little winged out liner with this look, which is my favorite kind of look to do with my liner. I like to have a little wing. I just think it makes the eye look really flattering and just kind of gives it a little something extra. And when you're doing this kind of liner, it's probably best for you to start out with a thinner line, and then you can thicken it up as you see fit, because if you go too thick, then you're going to have to go in and clean it up, and that can be really messy, especially if you're using a liner that's really, really wet. So that's the good thing about this one, is even if I did apply it too thick, I can easily go with the makeup wipe and touch up. Now I'm going into my Sigma Resort palette into the color Luna, which is a really pretty kind of warm gold tone creamy color. It's really shimmery, great for highlighting in the inner corner and under the brow bone. And I'm going to highlight the inner corner, and I'm placing it on the lid, just kind of in the center, and carrying that down on the inner corner and the lower lash line as well. Got some in my eye. And since we already placed our liner there and we don't want to have to really go back and retouch that, then just carefully apply the shadow. You could also apply the shadow before the liquid liner. I just chose to do it a little backwards. And I'm going in with my Maybelline Age Eraser Brightening Concealer just to kind of brighten my under eye area before I go in and apply some shadows to the lower lash line to smoke it out. I'm also using this to highlight down my nose, a little bit above my brows, like on the center of my forehead, a little bit above my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin, just to kind of hit the highlight points on my face. And just blend in with your fingers is fine, or you can use a kabuki brush, whatever kind of brush you want. I'm just using my fingers. I find that works best. And now I'm taking my Bare Minerals Well Rested Powder Mineralized Concealer, and I'm just taking my Real Techniques powder setting brush and just kind of patting that on top of my concealer, exactly where I placed it for the highlight as well. And I had some blemishes that I was also trying to cover up on my chin, so I kind of touched those as well, which you can do, and that kind of helps set your concealer from what you applied before. And I'm going back in with that same color Sun by Stila, and just kind of a flat shader brush, just to help apply the color Sun on my lower lash line and blend it out a little bit more. And then I'm going to go with my pencil brush and apply the darker color Cocoa Puff to kind of intensify it. But I wanted to use more of like a bigger brush to kind of blend that color Sun first as kind of my base. And then I'm going to go back in with that same brush I used before, and I'm going to kind of blend the two colors together just so it is nice and blended and smoky looking. You can skip this step if you don't like to wear anything on your lower lash line, or you just think that it looks too heavy. I think this look would be beautiful without having the colors in the lower lash line. I just prefer to have a little something there. I just think it kind of looks like something's missing, in my opinion, because I love doing this kind of smoked out look with the shadows on the lash line. So, and blend, 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 because you want those colors to look seamless. You don't want it to look harsh, so you want those colors to blend nicely. And I'm just cleaning up a little bit with my same powder setting brush that I use for the Bare Minerals concealer. And mascara, the L'Oreal Voluminous Full Definition. I went ahead and applied that and just cut that out because you guys have seen me apply that and you know how to apply mascara. So anyways, I'm just setting my, over my concealer, touching up, my foundation I had applied earlier with a little bit of my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Transparent. And I'm going into the color Stay Pretty. It's a blush by MAC. Really pretty springy color, like a bubblegummy pink. And my Real Techniques brush, I think it's a multitasking brush, but I can't remember. And just popping that on the apples of my cheeks and blending that out towards my temples. And you don't have to smile and make like a funny face when you apply your blush, but I just kind of like it helps my apples to kind of pop out a little bit more so I can make sure I'm getting the right spots. And just to kind of blend that blush out because it is very pigmented and bright, so I'm taking my same fluffy powder brush I used earlier and just kind of blending it together. And now for the brows. I'm just going to show you how I do one of my brows with Anastasia Brow Wiz just for the sake of time because I am trying to kind of focus it more on the eyes, but I wanted to show you a full face look at the same time, although I did not show my foundation applying that because I had applied that earlier this morning. But I'm just taking the, I use the spoolie first and to kind of groom the brows, and then taking the brush and just kind of outlining the brow in the shape that I want, and then kind of going in where it's sparse and filling in any gaps. And I did the other brow, and now it's time to highlight under that brow bone. Can't forget that. Using my Naked Basics palette in the color Foxy, which is a really pretty matte kind of yellow tone color, and popping that on underneath of the brow bone, just like where your arch is. You want to apply it right there. I chose to use a matte color since we have some shimmer going on with the lid in the inner corner. And now it's time for the lips. So I'm using my Stila Convertible lip color in the color Peony, and just take my finger and patting that all over my lips as a base. You could leave the lips like with just that color and put a little gloss on, or leave it like that and make it natural, but I wanted to go ahead and add a little more pink to it, so I took my Revlon color lip butter color burst in Strawberry Shortcake. It's a really pretty pink color, and I just think it kind of brightens it up a little bit, and I love it, and it gives a little bit of a sheen to it, kind of like a gloss effect, so you don't even need to wear lip gloss with this lipstick. And that is it. There you have it. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.